I had to do it because nobody else is gonna do it. Apex Safety, the greatest to ever do it, man. We back with the sword. Listen, so I was talking to my homie yesterday, and we be powwowing. All my homies is philosophers, in the words of Mac Miller. And so we're talking about like, how do you know when a relationship is over? Because this is the thing with a lot of guys. A lot of guys end up in relationships that last way longer than they need to be. Like, one of the things you start to understand as a guy, this is how it should kind of go. The first relationship you should have should probably be a couple years. The next one should be about half of that, if not a third. And every relationship subsequent to that should just be a micro blip. So my first relationship, 5 years. Second one, a year. Third one, like 4 months. It's micro blips. And then a lot of times, girls don't even get past the first, like, exchange. Because you should be disqualifying. Disqualifying. See, I think a lot of you guys don't value yourself as men. And you think that these women are bringing you something to the table that's worth a damn. And most of these girls are bringing nothing to you. Nothing. All they are bringing is trouble and problems. And headaches. That's it. That's all you're getting with most women in today's. And it is just sad. It really is a sad testament that because once again, it's always reflective on the guys of a society. So a lot of guys are accepting a lot of bullshit in relationships. And because of that, when I meet most women, they're sick. They're sick because they have been infested with the spirit of the dum-dum who doesn't care about his future or his life. And so they date the dum-dum who doesn't care about his future or his life. And they develop dating habits of dealing with a guy who doesn't care about his future in his life. And those habits are not conducive to a productive relationship that will last you decades upon decades. You can't get anywhere as a woman if you are dating guys who do not care about tomorrow. If all they are worried about is moment to moment, day to day, when you meet a man who actually is projecting 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 years in the future, you can't date that guy. You can't. Because you're going to be stuck in stupid land. Because all you have is stupid experiences. So if all you have is stupid experiences, you're going to think that your relationship skills with guys who have no caring about their life or future makes sense. Like, you're playing a different game. Like, I'm playing basketball, you're playing, I don't know what the hell you're playing. You're playing like fairy tale magic teacup land. I don't know what the fuck you're playing. So when you meet a real one, and you come across this lad, and you bring that dumb fairy tale magic teacup party game, and I'm over here playing basketball. It's like, dude, what? You don't know how to play basketball yet? You don't even know the rules? Are you kidding me? What have you been doing for the last fucking 5-6 years? Well, I've been playing Magic Fairy Teacup with this lame retarded guy. All right, oh shit, baby. Okay, let's start from day one. But see, here's the problem. Most girls, when they realize that they are not equipped to actually date, and they don't want to do from day one. They want to go back to marry Magic Teacup Land. So I need to let you young guys know how to know that your relationship is cooked. Like, how to let you know that your relationship is done so you can save yourself a whole lot of time. Because my goal of this channel is to save you guys time, because your time is precious. You don't get that time back. Every relationship that you have that goes nowhere, it needs to be a lesson. You need to learn something from it. And what I learned from most guys is they don't learn the actual lesson. See, every relation I come from, I extract the maximum amount of value and lessons I can take from them. So even if it fails and doesn't work out, I got a bunch of fucking value out of it because I'm extracting every little piece out of it to be able to bring it back to you guys so you guys can be able to take what I learned and then make some money and bring some profit off it. So number one, how to know your relationship is cooked and you got to get out of it. When she judges you for your mistakes as opposed to how you behave or how you correct your behavior after a mistake. That's a telltale sign of an immature young lady. So one of the things I start to identify with women, some women don't understand that you're going to make mistakes in life. That is part of the territory. Like, I don't ever get mad at people for making mistakes. Hey, you make a mistake, That's life. But what you do after you make a mistake is what matters most to me, because that tells me, did you learn from that experience, and are you going to grow and be able to adapt and change? So when you're dealing with a woman who keeps bringing up past mistakes, despite you doing behavior that you've done to change and be better because of that mistake, drop her. Cut her out, because she has a backwards thinking mind. She does not have a forward projection mind. See, when I look at everything like from a teacher's perspective. If my kid doesn't know something, that's okay. That's fine. That's all good. But if I teach you something and you learn from that thing that I taught you and you actually apply it and you can progress, I say, okay, this kid has promise. He has the ability to be able to take in new information, learn from a mistake, and grow. If I teach you something, show you a better way, and you still do the stupid fucking way, I say, okay, this person's a lost cause, throw him in the trash pile. I'll give him 2 or 3 more times. After that point, throw him in the trash pile, because if you cannot learn after somebody has pointed out your mistake, taught you a better way, and then showed you how to do it, and then we did some repetition to know that, okay, you can actually do it, and you still go the dumb way, that tells me you don't have the capability of being a productive citizen. Trash pile. I don't need to deal with you no more. There's something wrong with you chemically in here that means that you're not going to be a successful person. So if a woman constantly judges you for your mistakes as opposed to how you behave after your mistakes, drop her. Immature, doesn't get life. She will never be able to get it. She'll be stuck forever in that infantile, immature state. Number 2, men that care about their future and care about their life, they plan. You plan the future. One of the things when you plan is you account for certain things. If you account for a woman to be in your life for certain plans that are written, because once again, if you're talking about a marriage and a life, we're talking about not just 5 years, we're talking about 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We're talking about decades worth of planning. So if you got decades worth of planning, you need to have somebody that can be accountable. One of the things I've kind of realized is if you are planning for decades in advance and you got some lady who like blows off those plans, like she blows it off for trivial reasons. We're not talking about like you had a side baby on somebody else, or you went and lost the whole family fortune. We're talking about like, well, you didn't wear the hat, or you didn't buy me this donut, or some stupid shit and then she just blows up an entire plan that you planned out. Drop her. Get her out of there. If she's willing to blow up for plans, we're talking about future plans over trivial matters that can easily be rectified, get rid of her. She's a liability. She's a fucking liability. She can't be used as a stable member of your household, because your household requires planning. If you have children, you have decades worth of planning with these kids. If your woman's willing to just nuke shit and ruin entire plans over her emotions of just dumb shit, get rid of her. She doesn't need to be in your life, because she does not have the ability to think with a vision or long-term, or even follow basic instructions, and that's a recipe for disaster. It's only going to harm you. You're going to put yourself in a bad position, because if she can't follow directions and can't trust in your judgment and your planning, no good. You're better off by yourself. Number 3, you got to really, and this is the hard one for a lot of guys, what does she add to the relationship or to your life outside of sex, cooking, cleaning, and just being around and being pretty? That's huge. Huge. Because here's the thing that a lot of guys get hung up on. She's like, well, she cooks and she cleans and she's pretty. Okay. She already has to cook and clean for herself. So that's not saying much. And companionship, if you want companionship, go buy a dog. Go join a fucking chess club. So these are all things that are kind of just in by default. And a lot of women try to like scapegoat and get in with men, because they say, well, I cook and I clean. It's like, okay, well, I can go hire a maid or a cook for that. I don't need you to actually do those things. You have to really look tangibly. What does she add to your life outside of those things? Sex, cooking, cleaning, and companionship. Because all those things can be bought. What you can't buy is a woman who's proactive when she looks at you, like say like for me, for example, I do handyman work and I do YouTube. If my girl would come up to me and say, "Hey, look, babe, I was doing some research on like the top 10 trending topics that are going on today. Here's some topics I think that would do very good and will go viral." I'll say, "Huh, I like that. That's something I can use in my life that will actually get us further." Or, "Hey, look, babe, I found this new ad thing that can help you get more clients for your handyman service." Or, "Hey, babe, I bought this tool for you. I thought it would be useful because you're always talking about blah, blah, blah." So you need a woman who's actively looking at your life and seeing how she can help you get further. If not, is she bringing money? If she has a job, is she willing to put her finance behind you? These are the things that actually matter. If a woman's willing to put her finance and put her actual sweat and labor into your life where it doesn't actually directly benefit her unless you decide to help it benefit her. That shows a selfless woman who is proactive in a relationship. And any woman who's proactive in a relationship is going to keep a relationship. Because men have to be proactive in this world to be able to get the things they want out of life. If you're not proactive in this world as a man, bro, you'll be on the sidelines fucking complaining and sad and broke. That's all that's going to happen to you. You can't be passive in this life. Get out, go get it. 4, huge one. Huge one. This one that kind of nuked my shit with a lot of girls. Does she use other people to solve her relationship issues with you? Who is her spirit influence? Her spirit information? See, when you are locked in a relationship, the relationship is between you two. You are dealing with you and me. You and me. That's all that needs to matter. Everybody else is irrelevant to the situation. I can take in information and I can listen to what people are telling me. But at the end of the day, you and me and you make these choices. What most women will do is they'll go talk to their girlfriends, go talk to their fucking ex-boyfriends, they'll go talk to their guy friends, they'll go talk to their mamas, their grandmamas. They will go listen to all these fucking retarded YouTube channels of all these other single women who don't know shit. Read 1,000 books on the relationship and then make a decision before talking to you about an issue that they have with you. That is what most women do. That's why most women are terrible in relationships, because they take the influence of the people around them more seriously than they actually do with the man they are discussing with. Listen, in a relationship, if I'm a woman, you should really only talk to one guy, that's your father. Everybody else is fucking irrelevant. So you either talk to your man or talk to your father. Because your father's going to have a rational sense of the mind, and also he don't want to take you back in the house. So dad's going to be like, look, what happened? What's going on? Well, he did this. Baby, that's not serious, man. Shut the fuck up. Go back and figure it out with them. That's the thing. Like, if I'm a father and I'm talking to my daughter, if my daughter comes to me about her relationship problem, I'm going to say, all right, well, did you talk to him yet first? No? All right, go talk to that motherfucker. Don't fucking come to me. If he ain't fucking hitting on you, starving you, I don't want to hear it. Go back and go figure it out with that man. That's the man you chose, not me. I don't want to fucking deal with your shit. I got nothing to do with your mama. So, as a woman, most women, you have to nuke the relationship if she's listening to her dumbass girlfriends. Because all her dumbass girlfriends are going to do is guide her into the same situation that they're currently in, because birds of a feather flock together. So they don't want to see her wings spread and her fly and actually get to where she wants to go in life. They want to see her stuck to the ground like the rest of them, fucking miserable, sad, and with vibrators, drinking wine, watching Sex and the City. That's what most women want for other women, because most women don't want to see other women win. And 5, does she devalue your accomplishments and overstate hers? This is huge. Because you cannot, as a man, date a ego, narcissistical, illogical woman. You can't. You got to end the relationship. You cannot date a woman with a massive ego, super narcissistic, and illogical. Because as a man, you work so hard to put yourself in a position to be in a position of power and influence. It's not easy. And as a man, chances are you're likely dating a woman who's younger than you, who's less accomplished, and has done less with her life. So for her to speak down on how hard it was for you to get to where you are in life and be able to fight to get to that point, for her to speak down on that, get her out of there. Because that means she's not going to value what you do as a man. And if she doesn't value what you do as a man, she doesn't respect you. And if she doesn't respect you, she's not going to respect the relationship. She's going to think she's above the relationship. And people who think they're above the law and above the relationship are going to act out in ways that ruin the relationship. So cut ties, save yourself the trouble, get the fuck out of there. Anyway, I'll repeat those again. The 5 ways to know that the relationship is done. 1, if she judges you for mistake as opposed to judging you for how you behave after a mistake. 2, if she blows off future plans for trivial reasons. 3, if she does not give any greater contribution to the relationship outside cooking, cleaning, or sex and companionship. 4, does she use other people to help solve her relationship problems? And lastly, does she devalue your work effort and your life experiences and accomplishments and overstate hers despite her having less accomplishments? If you notice any of those 5 things, drop the relationship, get the bleep out, start over, enjoy your life as a free man. Because trust me, it's going to end poorly with either financial loss, psychological damage, and just overall trust issues, because it does nothing for you. So save yourself the trouble, people. Peace.